Hey. So, the last time I was here, I was given a list. A list of apparently common mods that people use. Lamia, Falconer, Sisters, Thrall, Wraith, Seraph, Cataphract, Bogatyr, Slayer, Omen Seeker, Duchess. That was the list. Some of them were right. These were guesses at things that I had been using, but broken clocks are right twice a day. Looking at the list, we're 4 out of 11. This is a failing grade by any metric. Now, whether it was my failure or theirs, that's what I had to know. So, like the title says, I went looking. The Lamia was the abomination by another name with some support peppered on it, and that's nice and all, but I like my support reliable and dedicated, and beast mode for it would just never get used, so fuck it. The Falconer didn't appeal, as I don't particularly care for pet classes in general, and another Mark class that sits at the back is safe. That's fine, whatever. The Sisters seemed alright and all, but stance dancing in a game that is purposefully weighted against you with all manners of shuffles and status effects seemed like a losing gamble. I also just could not give a shit about exploiting dots for bonus damage on critters. I don't feel the need to complicate my world that way. The Thrall was redundant. Man-at-Arms and Leopard do about the same thing, and also, hey guy, put on a shirt. The Wraith is some weeb shit, wielding a weapon incapable of killing an armored opponent, and much less terrible monstrosities from outside your ability to perceive them, so he can fuck right off. We are killing monsters here, sir. Go back to your convention. We have the next 4. You've seen them, you'll see them again. That just leaves our last entries, doesn't it? The Omen Seeker and the Duchess. I want you to understand something. I want you to understand why the people who would gravitate to this are not welcome here or anywhere that I have tread. It's not prudishness. I say fuck. I fuck. I've seen Goatsy enough to scroll past it without noticing I've done so. I've thumbed through 1,000,001 extremely horny role-playing profiles detailing their specific proclivities, from everything from being consumed, digested, and excreted, to a sincere desire to be shrunk down to Lego Man size and crammed into that very same asshole, as well as everything in between. I've seen a Serbian film start to finish and had little more than an eye roll's worth of response to it while I went on about my life working the night shift at a liquor store. You can't fuck in a way that shocks me. There is no boner or flooded basement or literally anything else you could produce for any kind of image or thought that I haven't grappled with before. The Cenobites could show up tomorrow and tell me they had such sights to show me. And my response would be, cool, come here for a second, because I want you to see Girl Cube. Keep that in mind as I say the following. You keep your stupid, ridiculous little fetish out of your creative endeavors, and if you cannot do that, at the very least do me the favor of never bothering me with them. Your inability to read the tone of a piece and judge whether or not it is an appropriate avenue for you to get sprung is grating in the extreme, and never for the reason you think it is. You are unwelcome because you are an annoyance, an intruder, and most egregiously, a bore. Make no mistake, I am not yucking your yum, I am yucking you. To quote an admiral, shut the fuck up. And maybe attempt to develop a personality that doesn't involve sexual gratification as a core pillar. You're supposed to be sapient, aren't you? Act like it. So who's ready for video games? Let's do those, right? That's what we're doing? That's the thing? We'll get it going. Oh, I have to put it through the right audio channel. Do the audio channel thing. That should do it. Have eyes. Let me get my thing so I can see you. In case you get rambunctious.
To our family.
Yeah, Ruin. You know, Ruin in the family. And how it's coming. It'll get there. Don't you worry. It's on its way. Uh-huh. Oh, it's doing the wrong thing. Excellent. A moment. It did the spoken bit through the headphones. It decided to do everything else through, not the headphones. Which is exciting. Have eyes again. Yeah, huh, the ruin. Yeah, okay. We got thumbs up from the witch. Hamlet, we're week 9. Now let's see how long it takes me to remember what the fuck it was I was doing. Pie, you got some old noodles? He likes some chewy. I don't know. Okay, you just throw. Good deal. We're waiting. There it is.
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me. And the letter was on its way.
Okay then. I think we already have one of those, so we're not interested in a second one. We still need support. We don't have any. They're not gonna give us any. Alright. Well. What kind of... never mind. What kind of disease do you have? No, I just want to see what kind of disease you have. The ague. -3 speed is kind of a pain in the ass. Alright. No. We'll have to fix them later. What kind of disease do you have? The worries. I'm not all that concerned about that. What do you got going on over here? Okay. That's only for themselves, to kind of keep themselves in the fight as they fucking do this other stuff. What do you got? Two points per round for 2 rounds. Sure. Meh. That might be viable with something else backing him up. Someone who goes frequently and frequently goes first. Okay. So... what else can be done at this point? Not a bunch, right? We're still kind of... well, let's see. What have we got available to us? That may be the better question. Medium. Which would mean a whole lot of sauce, but we need to be able to maintain said sauce. Options there. We can stick you up front. Sure. We can consider that. Stick you back there. We'll probably just do a short if we're doing all new people. For some blights. We'll try it. The worst thing that happens is we end up with 4 free slots, am I right? Oh, we can now have the blood. Great. Wonderful. And because it likes them hunger rolls. Let's try. At least that is my experience. But then, you know, bad luck, it kind of comes with the territory. To the Warrens. We're there.
They breed quickly down there in the dark. But perhaps we can slay them even faster.
Yeah, maybe, I guess. So, this class is what I chose instead of the Lamia. It is also pretty much the Abomination. But, well, I mean, you'll see. Give me that map. I want to go this way first. Bits. Stellar.
Laden with loot, are often low on supplies.
Nada. Okay. Back we go. Pa, you got thoughts? Ah, he's proclaiming that he is a good boy. He's right. No doubt about it. Bugman. Okay then. Give him a whack. Give him a blight. Resisted the blight, huh? Gross. We want riposte. Ah. No. So what we're going to do for the meantime is pretty much just this. Good miss. There we go.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
The worst part of this particular character is that they have a lot of callouts. I mean, a lot of callouts. But we do get to cause a lot of bleeds.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Okay, good. And a dodge.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Okay.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Well. Oh, good. Uh-huh. Why not? Munch.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Well, we have rabies now.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Thank you. Can I have my... Alright, good. Also, nothing all that impressive. Away we go. Bits.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
More bits. Well, nothing else in there. Down we go. Get over it. Knew it.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Yeah, we can get that curio, I guess. Or we could just kind of start wrapping this up. And we'll get the curio. We're in reasonably good shape.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Yeah, it's fine. Well. Actually worse than nothing. So it goes. There, get over it. Yeah, again. Oh, them hunger rolls. Happens often enough to be predictable.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Bugs. Eh. Sweet. Small amount of blight. No? Okay. That's fine. Double bleed.
Destroy them all.
Okay then. Yeah, we'll just clear corpses. Get it out of the way. And just fix that blight. And we're done here.
And that cuts on its own.
Moving on. Oh, and we surprised them. That's good for us. Give him a whack. That's the one. Nah. Sure. The goop.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
No bleed. Shame. Nothing but misses. Bigger shame.
The horror.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you don't have any fucking... Don't know why that bleed didn't go off then. Oh well.
A death by inches.
Yeah. It sure were, weren't it?
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
That's what I'm doing. Ow. Ow. Here. So you won't complain about it. Congratulations to us. Now the bleed goes off. Alright. What exactly does this do? Oh. I take one of our bleeds, not one of theirs. Okay.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Don't be a dick to me, I did good. Open.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
Uh-huh.
Paid for in blood.
Sure. These dark caves drip with an overabundance of humidity, beyond my threshold of comfort. I nearly broke my ankle on the rocks, made slick with some ubiquitous slime. The pools stir and slosh with no visible cause, and the shadows beyond torchlight seem to grow and shrink of their own accord. Water'll do that. And into the trash it goes. Here, have a buff. And then I don't really need 375 gold in, like, you know, a single thing. That ought to be our ticket out. Okie doke. Boys, they're surprised. No bleed. But his bleed resistance should be down. Give me a bleed. No bleed. I feel like I'm getting fucking shafted on these dot rolls. It seems to be almost without fail that they go, nah. Nah. You don't worry about that one. Hey, good. Uh-huh. Excellent. Gimme. Big fix. If they're bleeding, I get big fix. That's how that works. Nah, try him again. Nothing. He couldn't give a shit. Stellar. Yeah. Pardon.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened.
You didn't give me my heal. There it is, thank you. Don't ever try to short me again. Actually, he'll be fine with that. There. And that's still enough for one more hunger roll. Which you know we'll get.
The light, the promise of safety.
Fucking 100 gold. You'll get over it. In fact, you like it.
These tunnels predate.
Oh, was I not allowed to? Alright. I guess I didn't use that. Whatever, we're out of here this turn. Yeah. That bleed I had is gone. I just want people off the field. That'll do. It ain't impervious. What do we got? A 50-50 is what we got. Great. Ow. Just snatch that right away. Cool beans. Nice. Ennui. Not a communicable disease. Anything that I want to do there? Not really. Pretty much just this, right? Let's see. Well, there's a debuff all the same. Genuinely.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
Yeah, you'll be fine. See? I knew you had it in you. By becoming virtuous. They're very good now.
Skill and purpose.
Fix. Great. Oh yeah, you get to go first, do you? Excellent. Uh-huh. Bye.
Be wary.
Give me a fucking second here.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Alright. Well, I mean, we can just do that thing, right? Perhaps great power lies within. We didn't burn it. Shovel. Yeah? Yeah. There we go. Well, to the hamlet it is. That's the Red Hook logo.
Experiments should have never happened. You are doing just work ending them.
Sure, why not? There, we got him out of the level 0 range. Static is not something I'm concerned about right now. That's only going to be a problem if we...
Once our estate was the end.
Pair them with enigmas. District buildings. Great, 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 great. Here, we're going to put you in the quiet room until you oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah? Is that what your deal is? We'll only gamble. We'll fix that. For now, go ahead. That's where I was trying to put you. Only in pain, okay. You have fucking alcohol problems. I was trying to feed into your addiction. Sure. Enjoy. There you go. Whatever. We don't have any crystal bits right now. So, we'll deal with that later. These we can do when we have a whole lot of this shit. But, you know, we don't have a whole lot of that shit. Anything at all? Anything at all? That's a nope. The mill would be great. And the endless harvest quest. We'll deal with that when we have more than like one support that we're passing back and forth. God, they just keep doing it, huh? Technically this'll work. Sure. Faded, huh? And he missing to a hit. Why not? Get in here. You're hired.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
Well, you don't have to, but it helps. Okay. Diseases. You gotta get rid of the ague here. We'll deal with the rest of it as we deal with it. How about you? What do you got? A couple of things. Get those out. That's gotta go. Get it out. So, what's still open? They're such big babies. Okay. Well, our single Vestal is in decent enough shape, which is good. We can build something around that so that we can get back in here and continue making some kind of progress. Nothing of note there. Anything to improve on in the stagecoach? So no. How about over at the guild? Yes.
Every creature has a weakness. The wise hero trains for what she will face.
We also have the option of doing these now.
She is a stalwart survivor and a strict instructor.
Makes sense to me. Training camping skills, all of that biz. A lot of our camping skills are not going to be terribly important right now. We have the option of some heals, which we might take. That seems like it might be a good idea. Just some wound care, you know? Thank you. Now they have 4. Look at that. Get off my nuts about it. Yes, good. You actually seem to have, like, got a decent amount of stuff. Okay, sure. Probably not that one. Maybe? Does do a stun. The pull is not something that I particularly need. Like, it's nice that it clears corpses and everything, but Well, the vulnerability hex also hits everything that I would potentially need him to, so we'll do that. I don't need it, but it's additional utility. Otherwise, this looks fine-ish to me. He can stand in the back, it's whatever. We figured out how this shit works previously. So that'll do the bleeds on those, which is good. We want that. Otherwise, that has other things. Weird class. Alright. A little bit better. A little bit better. Not allowed yet? Yeah, not allowed yet. An idea is coming together. Okay. A little bit better. Alright. And... think I already did you? Yeah, already did you. Already did you too. Okay. So, we continue. Yeah. You know. That's the courtyard. Activate the winemaker's reserves. Nah. What do you give me? Not something that I'm really willing to fuck with. I don't think I even have a man-at-arms yet. I don't think they've showed up. No, we don't. What? We don't? I didn't make it this way. A gesture. Okay. Gesture. Jester. Is not something I typically plan on fucking with. Knock down the shrines. Later, I guess. Yeah, maybe to the Weald. Like, this isn't a terribly good trinket, but it's money. And it's a known sort of spot. I'm not going to do that, Dismas. You gotta sit in the corner. You got the fucking blood fever. He's testing me. Okay. So. Do I want you up front, or do I want the Bogatyr? Probably want the Bogatyr, right? This is the idea. It's not anything stunning. Like, we're not going to have too much synergy as far as the mark is concerned, but that's alright. I don't particularly need it right now. They'll pair well together when I can fix this and this. But we'll get it together. Yeah, he's not critting anyway. Alright. To the Weald. Because we know about them hunger rolls. We got shovels. Alright. Good enough will have to be good enough. Well, we'll do that. As we take wild guesses. About maybe having to backtrack and things like that.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
I mean, we'd have to start a way bigger fire than that. Herbs, I believe. Yeah. Great. Extra food. We'll need it. Stop it. Thank you. Stop that, too. Ow. Ow. There we go. Phantasmal gun. It's fine. Sure. Chilly breath. Knock that off. You'll be fine without one. There. You get a bandage when you land a blow. Okie doke. Just give him a whack.
The fiend falls. A faint hope blossoms.
Even the corpse resisted. Stop doing that. Dickhead. This is how you do it. See?
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Ow. Fucking knock it off. Okay. Not the greatest, but I'll take it. Nah. There we go.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
We've done it.
As the
A
light
victory.
gains purchase,
Okay.
spirits are lifted, and purpose
Cool.
is made clear.
Well, this is one of the things we had to do, right? Ma'am. Ma'am. Actually, this might be okay. Right back at you.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
There we go. And then we can just shuffle. They really want to stress out my Seraph. Not sure what that's about. Let's see. Nah. Just a little slap at the back. Not everything runs red. You're being dramatic. Alright. A bit of extra.
The blood quickens.
Boy, does it ever. I've never had Quaker blood, I'll tell you what. Fucking Santa Claus missed the living one. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you. Yeah, do that. Thanks for resisting the one that didn't count. I need you to work with me here, Murdoch. I need you to work with me. More sauce. Yes. Ow.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Oh, we're fine. Once again, you're being dramatic.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
There. That's enough stress. Fix. Knock it off. Great.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Well, that's good. Scoot yourself forward one. Nah. Sir, could you please? All right. Because this slap fight is getting ridiculous. Great.
Their formation
Excellent.
is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Look at you got on the board. Whew. What is this? Sure. Sure. Whose speed is for shit anyway? Yeah, there you go. You've lost literally nothing. You're just gonna live with that for a little bit. I need to know what's in here. Neat. Grab it. Okay. Back we go. Some bits.
Wealth beyond measure.
Well,
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I mean, it was 500 gold. It wasn't really beyond measure, was it? Gimme. Oh, we got a key back. Excellent. Love those one-to-ones. This is some fucking weird rolls tonight. Weird rolls.
How quickly
Ow.
the tide turns.
I would prefer if you guys didn't do that. That would be sick. Let's try to get this off the field. She will. She'll be right back. Yeah, because of this. Meh. Oh, man. Bang.
Annihilated.
That worked out. Eh. Lots of blight.
Inspiration and improvement.
Fucking dog. Well, okay then. Your heart's not gonna burst, relax. Yeah, another blight. Yeah. 3 rounds.
Executed with
Cool.
impunity.
No more diseases. More blight. We'll have to treat that after this. It's fine. We have supplies. Fix. Uh-huh. Ah, boy. Fucking double miss. Fuck you guys.
Wary.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Who's got a speed of bullshit? I mean, you do, right? Carry that. Oh, it can go into the negatives. Fun. Okay, so maybe not you for that. Maybe you for that. We gotta find a place to put it now. Well, we do have this extra food that we got off of that, carcass that we looted. There. Eh. Eh. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, is it your accuracy is 0? Oh, I see. I see. We have -10 accuracy for the quest. Is it because the... No. No. It's because who knows? Eh? No. Alrighty. Open this with your hands. Alright. Well, the scouting thing is handy. There's a secret door, which we could plunder. I'm feeling spicy. We'll give it a go. Hey, you. Disarm that. Alright.
Watch your step.
I mean, yeah, I guess it does eat away your flesh, doesn't it? Here. Try this. Full. Great. Well.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
And hey, we managed to surprise them. Nah. You're fine. Not yet. We'll just set up some marks. Sure, why not? Get him bleeding. Fuck you. Okay. A decent enough round. Fix. Well, what do you got for me? Paranoid. Why not?
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
Yeah, it be like it is. Okay then. A slap. Whatever. Oh, now they're close enough. Have a mark.
Destroyed.
What do we think? Okay, good. Great. Great.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I want to be able to see. Thank you. So, what don't I need? I guess I don't need that. That'll be fine. We've got currency coming in. I want to steal that stuff and at least make it to here before we set up camp, and then we can do the rest of it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Here, you can't freak out any harder. There you go.
Cruel machinations.
I mean, they can have a heart attack, but it's fine.
Singular purpose. In Radiance, may we find victory.
We got him again. Now let's just try wiping some folks off the field to begin with. Never mind. Fucking hopes dashed. Immediately. Sure, fine, good, and dandy. Yeah, you're trying for it. I see that. Cool. I think you targeted the wrong person on that. Fix. It'll do. Excellent. Listen, man, I don't make the rules here. It's just the dice. I would do it better if I could. You can freak out if you absolutely have to. But, look. Shit falls where it will. There's a great deal of this that is out of my hands. Don't push people. Thank you. Because we'll be close enough to you shortly. I agree, beep. You're right. It's beep. Good one, good roll.
Slowly, gently.
There we are.
This is how a life is taken.
You're getting real lucky with them dodges. Okay. Sure. Refuse it if you have to. We'll try again. Better. Better than one. Just inching up there. We're out of here. Alright.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
And then I think we will ditch. What? Probably these two. Grab that. Deal with that later. Aha. Okay.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Is it possible for you to just kind of chill? We'll throw some buffs on. We'll take that. What else? Yeah, of course they don't stack. One was hoping that their memory was incorrect, but oh well. Oh well. We'll just trade gems. And I think we're going to leave the dog's head there because I don't have one of those and I don't plan on getting one, and selling it is just not really all that lucrative. Okay. I know I had said I wanted to get to here, but it's basically a room early. I think we'll just do it. So maybe this fool can chill out.
Firelight, an uneasy companionship.
Relax. Life is cyclical. Can't fix that. That's fine. Ooh, that's a good one. There we go. We're a little bit further away from having a fucking heart attack there. Yeah. That does that. And plus 7 stress is really not something that I'm interested in doing right now. Let's... Okay. Great.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
We require only the strength to follow it.
Away we go. With a new inventory slot. Here, you touch this because the other one seems to be just incapable of disarming traps. There we go. Problem solved. And then away we go here. Immediately into conflict, but again, so it goes.
The promise of safety.
Hello. We've had good luck on the surprise rolls. That's been nice. Alright. Let's get it going. Great, good job. I know, she's back. Look at that. Don't push people. This one back here is pushing people. The witch wanted to know who was pushing people. Being a real asshole. Scooch.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
It's true. By conjuring gun. It's an extremely powerful spell. Ugh. Knock it off. Cooperate. There you go, that's that good shit. That's what we need, love, and gotta have. Come here. Alright. I guess just don't. Fuck you though, dude. Cool beans. Now they would be up within... Okay, sure. A pull is fine. Don't resist, you son of a bitch. Murdoch. You're testing me. I swear. Don't shuffle yourself back. Fine. Who cares? Don't take the buff then. It doesn't matter. This is all I want. Good. You've earned it. A crit 4. Uh-huh. Good show. You're really great. 2 complete whiffs in a row. Nah. Okay, fine. Now bleed to death. Okay. Well, at least you're up at full health, right? Great.
This expedition at least promises success.
I believe that's worth more than the 2 citrines. Anyway, our guy here is optimistic about how much success we're promised. I have doubts. What do we got? Sure. Well, none of that is anything that we need. Can I zoom back out? Is there a reason you've done this? Thank you.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
A shovel.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Yeah, we're good on that. We want that. And then we want to continue. Big, long, empty hallway, huh? So... oh. Sure, that'll do. That will not. Sure, fine. Alright, one down, one about to be. Only a little bit further to go with the bugs. Don't. That's what I wanted you to not. Don't. Well, at least you didn't get some new disease from it. Give it a whack.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
We'll take it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Just dragging it out, right? 0, good. Fine. For the love of God. Okay. Yup. Finally.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Everyone here needs far, 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 far more than just glasses. Alright. What else we got? Next room, then.
Nature herself,
Shovel.
a victim to the spreading corruption.
No.
Malformed.
That's for later. Bugs. No surprise on them this time, so odds are good that we just go last. Oh no, we don't. Okay. Interesting. I figured our speed was such that this was pretty much guaranteed to go last, but hey, I'll take it. Uh-huh. Sure. No turn for you. Your turn is over. Good. Big whiffs, it's what I love to see. Please. 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 Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hey, almost. Look at us go. Alright. Fuck it. Just try to kill that one back there, would you? Good. 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 2 rounds left on the accuracy debuff. A debuff we sorely cannot afford. Here. Uh-huh. 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 Why?
Another one falls.
Here, fix yourself up. 2.
Sedated.
Big 2, big rolls. And we're stunned. Get over it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What the fuck, man? Okay. So you back here. Unfuck yourself, please. Have 2. And then give me that, and the rest can sit and spin. Open this.
Glittering gold. Trinkets and baubles.
Yeah, you're right. I definitely want that 50 instead of those upgrade materials. Who wouldn't? Who couldn't? Yeah. A shovel? What do you got for me? Yeah, you sure about that? I'm full on crests. Think again. Another one. We leave it be. Good. Well, that's all right. That's fine. That part's fine. Excellent. Fucking. Yeah, okay.
The horror.
Sure. I guess you could.
Back to the pit.
There's one. Everybody buff. Big miss. Yeah. 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 Oh, look at you. You actually moved. Sure. Why not? Okay.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Okay. Well, it ain't nothing. Thanks. Excellent. A very good job as always. Please land a blow. Hey, alright. Don't pull people. Yeah, that's what we needed. Okay. Don't push people. Son of a bitch. Nah. Who cares? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Push them all the way to the back of the fucking line. It's whatever. Excellent. No, that's good. Thank you. You. Bang.
A death by inches.
Tell me about it. You, back here.
Foolish horrors.
And we're done. We're out of here.
Driven into the mud.
Fucking A.
Corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
Sure. Clumsy and tuckered out. I don't blame him for the tuckered out. I'm tuckered out.
Not with the cost of this crusade.
Sure.
Its noble end affords you broad tolerance in your choice of means.
Grand. Ah, shit. Yeah, you got them both, huh? Excellent. Yeah, there he is. Looking for dudes. The worries, huh? Or do I want to fucking... We'll consider. Who else has fun shit? Yeah, yeah. And where is our... Okay. So what we're gonna need is for us to fix a lot here. Yeah, he's on a vision quest, which bodes ill. You. Get rid of that. The debuffer system, not concerned about right now. The worries I'm not concerned about concerned with right now. Patient cells. We do need more ward slots.
Curious methodologies and apparatus can calm even the most tormented soul.
Okay, our shield breaker is ready to go. What else have we got here? Anemic is fine. They just need stress relief. Okay. 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 Yeah, I don't think he's got junk. I'm not entirely sure he can drink either. Well, like, it says he can, but this is a rock, man. You know? Minus 10 on first turn is pretty bad. We don't have any lepers because they won't give me anything fun. Range skills. It seems like it's all trash that we're going to sell later for any number of immediate fixes on immediate problems. The dipsomania thing is not something I care about. It's not something I care about. It's also not something I particularly care about. Mercurial. There was one who would only gamble. Who was it? Oh, you're already getting treated. Well, we'll deal with you later then. Okay. Here, go to the quiet room. Here, pray to your dark gods. So that's 2. You. Oh, for fuck's sake, are you kidding me? What? This place is rife with sin. Okay. Here. That's fine. I'll blow the fucking 1250, we're alright. There. Do you feel better? God. Go drinking instead. Anything else? Anyone else? What's your problem? I see. Not anymore, friend. We're gonna fix that enlightenment. We can also...
Ale. Maybe they can be inured against the horrors below.
I don't know, fucking maybe, right? What's in that syringe? Something that will not make you believe in your own personal meditation and spiritual well-being anymore. That's what we're about. You'll do what I say when I say it. Okay. They yearn for adventure. That's good. They're gonna get some. What other improvements can we make? So what we have equipped right now are exposes, impales. Okay. Things that move us forward and back. That's all fine. What else have we got? You got your upgrades? Yeah, you got your upgrades. How are you doing? Fear of beasts and lygophobia. That's all fine. We need just regular ass upgrades there. But the good news is okay. We can just kind of go and grab those when we want. So if we have those two trading front line, that would be good. To the blacksmith. Thorl. There. A little better. Speaking of, we're good there. We're good here. We're good there. So we just need to upgrade this then. Okay. Let's see what it is that we've got over here. Oh, thank God. Okay. Who's fired? Because someone definitely is. I wish. Yeah, I know that. You could just stay away on your vision quest. That's a possibility. We are probably not going to be using, Where actually is my dismiss? That's disease. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Can we? With the... Yeah. 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 They went away on a vision quest and never came back. Who else? Who else? I don't see the point. Like, they're fine. I just don't see the point. We'll leave them there. Can we expand our barracks? We could. We could very easily. So we can make this a non-issue. We need... I would like to trade these for... Yeah. Done.
Great
Excellent.
heroes can be found even here.
Come here.
In the mud and rain.
Come here. Come here. Ah, boy. It's been a long fucking dry spell, hasn't it?
Payment.
Okay. Okay. We are finally in business. Dazzling light is fine, divine grace is good. Divine comfort is what you need. You're also gonna need judgment. Maybe illumination, probably not. Where's the other ones? Alright. Yeah, sort by class. That'll do. Yeah, we probably want that. Maybe. We'll find out. And some honest-to-God frontliners. We want retribution. Potentially. So that we can fuck around with it. Alright. Okay. And now all we have to worry about is getting them leveled. Super easy. Piece of cake. What do you got for me? Trash. Well, that's not bad for the musketeer, I guess. The rest of this does need to go. Yeah, sell it. Yeah, sell it. Yeah, sell it. There. Embark. So the wield is getting there. That fortifying garlic is very good. Oh, kill the swine prince, that's why. Not yet. Okay. Okay. So, a slap, a rampart, a bellow, maybe a defender. No. Yes. Yeah. That's very not good. And that's nothing. God. Okay. Minus 2% crit is whatever. The speed advantage is pretty good though. Okay. Uh-huh. That keeps us moving forward. That's retribution. Paris, you're up. Okay. Okay. We'll actually continue working on him. Where are our Vestals? There we go. Hang out in the back. You don't need that. You do need that. We don't need that. We do need that. Now we're cooking. We'll swap those. What do we say? Seems to make sense to me. Okay. And someone to hang out back there with them. Thorol. You seem like a good fit for that. It's too much. My head swims. Okay. Well, you're the one that decided that you needed to be in there, okay? So, there you have it. Great. And away we go. Only a short one. Shouldn't be a problem. Pi, what do you think?
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Bits. Okay.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Oh. skeletons. And cultists. Give him a whack. That was the wrong one. What is the problem, sir? Okay. All right. Forward one.
Press this advantage.
Hey.
Give them no quarter.
Okay, good.
Obliterated.
Don't push people. Rude.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And a disengage.
Pummeling.
Ghost horse. Come here. Alright then. Don't push people.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Told you about that. Okay. What do we get? My end. I scrawl this victim of cruel fortune, who took me up on my wager, for I have lost my lucky coin, and I now lie helpless as my blood flows swiftly from my ruined body. My fingers are cold. It was no trap nor raving cultist that sealed my fate. We were ambushed by strange, undulating shapes, two small entities that I cannot hope to describe, and a third, much larger beast. Poor Moira was crushed into a pulp as Therion defended her. He soon lost his arm, and his wits left him. Shambler, Shambler, he kept shrieking, as Raven yanked him to flee. I tried to play hero to buy them a few moments, blew away one of the smaller monsters, last shot, then smashed into the wall, the big one. Maybe they made it out. Maybe. I don't fucking know. Touch. Oh. Altar of Light. Have some holy water. We have the favor of the gods now, which is new. Here, touch that. Yeah, touch it. The pages are unsettling. Curses. Alright. Empty room.
The light. The promise of safety.
Ghosts. We just fired our ghost guy too. It's whatever. Whack. A thrust.
Executed with impunity.
Good lord. Ow. Fix. Boy, it all cooks along a whole lot faster when you got actual support, doesn't it? It's nice. Big buff.
Another one falls.
And we're done. We're out of here.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yeah, sure, I know. You don't want me to feel good about winning.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Sure they are. Up we go. Well, it's locked, right? There's that hunger roll. I missed you, hunger roll. Ow. You know, I didn't care for that.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Who's trying to? Working out very well. Come here. Okay. Check this out, though.
Precision and power. The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Ooh.
Eradicated.
Straight to the front.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Lucky that he dipped on that one. Couldn't do it twice, though, huh?
A faint hope blossoms.
Okay. To the next. Sitting up. Great. Man, I just don't believe you.
Invention.
Tall ghost. You know how it is. Let's just try. Nope. Sure. Okay. There we go. Just kind of getting our guy back on his feet. Another dodge. How about that? And that's what happens if you leave the ghost corpses. A fix from the front. We got phantasmal shit of our own.
Another abomination.
Yeah, you're on the board.
Our lands.
Okay. Monsters that have stealth or blah 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 blah. Here. Go ahead. I don't have my riposte up. I guess it lapsed. That's fine. Alright, take it easy, sir. Got him.
This
What do we got?
expedition at least promises success.
It does. Spengler's Journal. A different one. Vril engine prototype activation. The Odic capacitor, recovered during Professor Brandt's expedition, has opened up numerous avenues for further exploration of the Vril. Activation of the new engine prototype has resulted in a fully corporeal paracausal manifestation. What it did to young Jenkins was unfortunate. Such entities are an unavoidable hazard of our particular profession. Unavoidable, perhaps, until now. With the new engine, we may finally have the means to neutralize this danger. Okay, bye. Hang on, we have one more room to do. Open. What do we got? Plus 10% stress. Sure. Look at that.
Gains purchase. Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
And then we can bounce right after these curios. Slap. Slap.
Back to the pit.
Okay. Knock it off. I said knock it off. There you go. That works out better.
Be gone, fiend.
That's alright, that'll be better later. And we're done. Extra resolve.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
There. And all it took was a little bit of Catholicism. What do we got? I now find myself back in the Warrens among the remains of my companions. My wounds are too severe to allow the completion of my task. Thus, the desecration must resume another time. Curious, there's a ring in my pocket. Where it came from, I cannot begin to guess, though it bears the sigil of the estate's ancestral owner. Very curious. I think we've gotten that one before. Is that everything in that hallway? It is. We outie.
More bones return to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
I'd like to be remanded to my abyss. Okay. Nice. No.
All my life I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Well, we'll see where they're at later. Great. We got our diseases fixed. Boy, am I not happy with people fucking off on their own. Okay. Here. That's what you got kicked out of the fucking thing for. I remember seeing your backstory. Santa needs a drink. You'll only gamble for right now, right? Diseases. The worries. Anyone else have diseases? Yeah, you do. Here. That's fine. We need that off-guard thing removed. Off-guard's gotta fucking go. And okay. To the Abbey. Murdoch is still praying. Go to the quiet room. Great, great. Okay. Getting places. The Necromancer Apprentice is up. That's good. The Wizened Hag is up. That's not the best, but hey. Detoxify corpses. A medium. Gather the blood. Well, we have some rank 2s. Let's see what it is that we can put together here. And and perhaps we are missing a solid frontliner. Oh, no dodge, but that's fine. Throw them in there, I guess. Okay, back it on up. Let's see what we can do about equipment in the meantime. You're good, I know that. Sort by activity. Yup. Alright. Skills. Guard, ally, self-heal, blah blah blah, okay. So... we probably want that. We probably want that. And I think that's going to be his loadout. We're good there. You need updates. Noxious Plague Grenade. Battlefield Medicine. Depending, we might want that to clear corpses, but I think we'll go with the buff for right now. How we doing here? We're good here. Oh yeah, we're good here. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. What do we got over here? I mean, that's nice, but not actually what we need. Do we have any better options? Not presently. Not presently. Okay. What do we say? The Hag, the Prince, the Apprentice. There's nothing available in the Cove. That's strange. Maybe the Apprentice. Let's do the Apprentice. Let's just see, right? Give me all of this. Because I know your tricks. Embark.
Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat.
Herbert West, maybe? This is a name that springs to mind.
A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
I mean, we'll see about that. Empty crate.
The way is lit.
Skeletons.
We require only the strength to follow it.
I'm pretty sure they're not blight immune, yeah. They got bleed problems, but not blight problems, unless we just whiff it. You know? You know how it is. If you just don't. Nah. How's that for you? Nah.
This advantage. Give them no quarter. The light, the promise of safety.
We can rearrange his skills. Back we go.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
There we go.
Be gone, fiend.
What do we got? Yeah, read that one. They like giving us that one. Darius is dead, we get it. In the door. Well, that's new. How are you on blight? Not immune to blight. Behold. Some blessings. Breaks guard. Bypass stealth. That's good. In.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Pie, you having a grand old time back there? Resisted it. Well, tried to clear it. It may yet. Okay.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Alright. And that one, we can leave, because if it dies to the blight, doesn't leave a corpse.
Destroy them all.
Everybody fix. Yeah, we'll be fine. Suck shit forever, idiot.
Execute.
Get that out of here.
Unity.
Is this Darius again?
Horrors. Brought low
Nope.
and driven into
Spangler's
the mud.
1 out of 3. That's what it is. Open key. Sure. Big reveal. Big reveal. Okay. Well, let's just head this way. Because we're here to kill the boss.
As the light gains purchase,
Lots of ghosts.
spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
They're kind of cramping my scene. Ugh.
Decimated.
There's not room for everyone, gentlemen. You gotta get a special. Alright, there's the mouth. We're working it now. Special permit. occupancy rules, you understand. Big whiff. Nah.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Well, I was hoping to kill their accuracy, but it didn't work. Knock it off.
Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
Yeah, it's fine. You're worrying too much.
The slow death.
Nice.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Maybe you don't have a turn. Resisted the stun, but that'll do.
By inches.
Sure. And exposed. How you doing, friend?
Well struck. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Well, no one else is wounded. Sherman's notes, the artifact. After months of failure, I finally had a breakthrough in the writings related to the artifact recovered by Professor Brandt's last expedition. The language is still so alien that it defies direct translation, but I'm convinced the relic is a focusing instrument for the Vril. The artifact has previously remained inert throughout all testing, but I now know the correct means to activate it. I go to the surgeons now. By our mantra, I will have the answers we have sought for so long. Energy and persistence conquer all things. I suppose. Books.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Alright. Let's see. Sure, why not? Okay.
Watch your step.
More ghosts.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze.
That's fine. Stick around and get weird then. I don't mind. Yeah. Sure.
How quickly the
Ow.
tide turns. Ringing
Ow.
blurred vision. The end approaches.
I mean, we'll be alright, but still.
Slowly.
See?
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
There you go. Knock it off. Yeah, fine.
Droid.
Ooh, good hit. What do we got?
These nightmarish
That's fine.
creatures
What do we
can
got?
be felled. They can be beaten.
Yosef, the torch. Day 4. We confirmed the existence of the rift at the dig site. Paracausal energy readings are the highest we've yet encountered. We could very well be on the verge of a fourfold cross-rip. Scopes have also confirmed presence of paracausal energies beyond the range of standard visual detection. They attain corporeality in the absence of light. We lost several men when the electrical illumination failed. It is time for the torches. So, they're all kind of bleh. That's fine. There we are. Here we go. There's a key. A hidden compartment with all kinds of bits and bobs just for me. Whose speed is bad. Bad. Kinda nothing. We'll just ditch them. Because I need that. And I need those too. Options. That fixes a debuff at least. Because we'll be using that shortly. I suppose a little bit of this. And I don't expect we'll actually need those. That'll do. We'll camp there. That seems reasonable, right? To hear you try it. It didn't work.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Wasn't really careless.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
We all got dreams. We'll make camp. We'll get that stress heal.
In tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Yeah, but then you were fine. The tooltip didn't work so good. Fix. Great. There. Keep your stress down.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery.
Oh, it's fine.
Men.
We can get people to the front, no problem. Ah. Actually, thank you.
The will to fight falters.
Yeah, that works out great. No, that was really genuinely very helpful. Thank you very much. Here you go. For your troubles. Get out.
Another one falls.
Fucking stellar. Couldn't have asked for better. I know, Pi. Yeah, you gearing up for some sleeps? There we go.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
God, they got stomped.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
You shouldn't have fucking fixed my battle order, man. Brant. The ancient civilization was a paradoxical thing, so learned yet seemingly superstitious in their views. Though they catalog numerous paracausal phenomena with scientific rigor, their writing carries an almost religious tone. Perhaps science and faith were one to them. Is that why they faded? A brilliant culture brought down by ignorant minds who made miracles out of mysteries. We must not make the same errors, but go boldly into the dark corners of the world. Let our minds accept no limits. The engine, 2 out of 3. Paracausal countermeasures field test. The apparition appears to phase from one location to another every 9 hours and 13 minutes. It has always reappeared within the manor Undercroft, but there is no guarantee it won't eventually emerge in other areas. I'm preparing to test its nucleoprotonic response to the engine's particle thrower. The remainder of the page is heavily scorched and utterly illegible. Whoever did the Paracausalist mod did a great job. The ghosts are from that, the Paracausalist class itself is from that. These entries are very good. I've been enjoying them. Touch.
A handsome reward.
What do you got?
For a task well performed.
A journal, 6 out of 6. I cannot recall why we ventured onto land. Why did we leave when Mother Ocean provided all we needed beneath her tender waves? I will now return home, back to her embrace. Indecipherable scratchings fill the remainder of the page. Don't trust the ocean. Bugs. They're surprised. Trust me, gents. I'm as shocked as you are. How are you against Blight? Yeah, you're better for bleed, but... Nah.
A singular strike.
Okay. Sure. That's one. Gross. Gross again. May as well.
Obliterated.
Excellent. Uh-huh. And that's why. And we're out of here.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I don't know how trifling it is, man. There was a specific strategy going on there, meaning that was basically keep them at distance so that they can't do the gather the blood thing, but okay, you know.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Minimize my accomplishments in order to make yourself feel better. I know how it is. We are speaking the same language, sir. Language right from the crib. Okay. There we are. That's one right off. That's potentially two right off. Yup. I know. Can you believe that fucking hat trick? Good show, man. Everyone else is really pulling their weight. Pull two.
A momentary abatement.
Oh, there'll be plenty blood for the leeches. Come on. Land a fucking blow, dude. Please. That's the other team that couldn't land a hit, not this one. Nah. Nah. Nah.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Jeez. They were carrying some stuff. Happy to take it. What do we got in here? Okay. And what do we have on this? Stun skill chance. Here. Take it. Take it right now. You don't have any dodge anyway, it doesn't matter to you. Okay. So, we can check up here. My bet is that they're down there, but we'll find out. There was a trap, I guess.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Yeah, it's fine. Take it. Hello? Skeletons. Oh no, we were surprised. We were surprised in broad light. Alright. Like, it's not daylight, but it is broad light. Suck shit forever. Yeah.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
There. Problem solved. Yeah, you know what? Let's just skip you. How about that?
Back to the pit. Another abomination cleansed from
Good shit.
lands.
Oh. That's fine.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Oh, I know. You're doing good now, but don't count on it continuing, I know. Here, everybody, holy water. We'll bring that back for Dismas because it keeps giving me a notification that says he's having a time. We're out of keys. So, down we go. What? We're out of keys. Trap will go off. We won't get much. There we are. Gotta be that room, right? That one's empty, we know that. Oh, laboratory equipment. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We've researched money. Okay, sure. The hunger rolls begin. Shovel.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Yeah, doesn't adjust. Hello? Well, at least this time we surprised them.
Impressive.
Good shit. Yeah, really? Okay. And it resisted that. Yeah, you had to get one buff off, huh? Just needed it. Couldn't do without it. Uh-huh.
The horror.
There. There. Goodbye.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Really not pride, I promise you. Okay. Are you in here, sir? Yeah, there you are.
Fierce, terrible, nightmare-made material.
Yeah, he's a big boy, but whatever. That's fine. Not the bones in the ground, you know? I actually don't think that there's many places that he can go where I can't reach him, which is good. What's your blight resist? 20. Bad news, friend. I'm sure he won't stun, yeah.
A devastating blow.
Not even a corpse. More. So we are all but dust. Always have been. There you go, just get that out of the way, would you? Ow. Uh-huh. Toasted. More. And get this out of here. Keep it coming. Must it all end in such blackness? Yeah, pretty much. Not a lot of ways around it. More. Again. You're going to die here, old man.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
More. Get fucked.
Sinew to actuate them. Will these walking bones finally fail?
Pie, you going places? Fuck yeah, he's going places. He's got to get to the trash. He's the best in the biz. You guys know that. Now, we don't even want these things. But I'm taking them anyway on principle. We're out of here. Fucking romped. We gotta fix that. We can fix those.
Your soldiers' minds are mired in malignancy.
Okay.
It has taken root.
Yeah, it's fine. What do I care? We got a ways to go. But, you know, we're getting there. Lost 500 gold. Thanks. Thanks, bud. Murdoch is apparently still in prayer. Are you for real? Where are you? Yeah. We're gonna have to fix you. We're gonna have to. Here. Fix the rest of your stuff. Whatever. Fix your biz. Fix yours too. Fix disease. Fix disease. We are going to then... Here, fix your weak grip. Will not pray or flagellate for stress relief. That's fine. For now, that's fine. In town will only gamble. Though it's going to cost me. It's gotta go. Alright. Trash. Yeah. Trash. Yeah. 8 crit, 3 speed. Less healing. Yeah, maybe. We'll hang on to it for right now. And the other thing we'll do for right now is go where we go. We made progress. Progress is cool, right? That's neat. Let's go ahead and do that. The ability to just exit directly to desktop. Modern games are refreshing sometimes. So, like I said, progress. 1 preliminary boss down. 3 more to go. We'll get there. Then we'll start dealing with the Crimson Court and kick these bugs off of my fucking property. Maybe we'll get the mill working again. You know, regular food stores. Make something of this hamlet, or at least try to dig it out of the massive amounts of debt that my ancestor has left it in pursuit of some vainglorious horse shit that no one asked him to do. Doesn't that sound familiar? I mean, if I can do it the same way I did it before, you know, pull that same hat trick, thread that same needle, we might even turn a profit off this venture. At the expense of never speaking to our immediate family again, but hey. Hey. So it goes. They're not good people anyway. I mean, you know, we said as much. I'm sorry? Still wound up there anyway. Yes, correct. Anyway, I will leave you to wander alone for a bit. See ya.